Gemini, hello. Welcome to Divine Debut. How is everyone? Thank you so much for being here. This is Kathy. And hello to all of you. How are you all coping with your ruler being retrograde? How has it been? From a couple of the Geminis that I know, it's been really tough, and not only a couple. And when I say three at least, these are people that are in my periphery. So this is knowledge of what's going on with Gemini in and around my environment. So I'm wondering how it's happening for each and every one of you. I love your comments. This is your March, mid-March till end of March 2019, dear Gemini. And today is actually the 17th in the land down under, Sydney, Australia. So it's the 17th. We are a little bit ahead of Europe and the US, the Northern Hemisphere anyway. So what's going on is we're having a full moon in Libra, which is the partnership house in the zodiac. So let's see what that's going to show up, yeah? So if you think about it, Chiron, the wounded healer, there is in Aries, which is the sign opposite, obviously, where the full moon will be. So very soon we're going to be, in about 4 or 5 days, we will be entering the equinox. So this is the beginning of, the new astrological year. So, wow. So looking forward to that. Okay. Now, Chiron is all about wounds, past life wounds, victim mentality. Something that has pained us, something that we have been dealing with, maybe from a past life, maybe from our childhood. And it's, right opposite that full moon, so we should be able to see it with the full moon or soon after and take care of it, heal it, okay? And Libra is all about communication on a equal level, okay? So we are all equal. We are not above or below others, okay? We need to keep that in mind. All right, I'm using another deck from the readings that I had done for the previous signs. I was using the Albano weight. Now I'm going to use the Morgan-GREER because I need some fresh energy, and I'm very excited to do your reading. So how about we take your Karma Dharma card? What about it, Gemini? What's going on? Let's see. Archangel Michael, Spirit, please guide me for Gemini. Okay, let's go. Pisces, yeah, we've got the Hangman. And I never stop at the Hangman. So, yeah, we are in Pisces time. But what I want to know is not that we're still holding on, that this is Piscean time, or that, Gemini may have Pisces as moon or rising, but what do we need to do after waiting and sacrificing and releasing? What's coming in? We've got the Emperor. Oh, okay. So it's all about foundation, home, family. So we've got Aries, Taurus. That's what I take from the Emperor. Now, a lot of tarot readers say it's a fire sign. So, all right. For me, in the Tarot 3D by David Corsi, in these 3D cards, I usually see the Emperor looking like Santa, which means that he could be very giving. He will bring you a gift. Or because there's a lot of, he's very icy, very cold. It's someone who is not showing up They're not showing their true emotions. Deep within, they're fiery, could even be aggressive, could be angry, could be because the energy of the Emperor is restrictions. It's very Saturnian. But I also feel that it could be air qualities that we are dealing with, because he reminds me of the King of Swords. So, as I said, I feel as though there is an aggressiveness or a very strong passion that's in his heart, but he's not telling you about it. Okay, and this is the time of waiting and holding on, and we all can feel that energy. We all know that it's not the right time to make a move. It's not the right time to make a decision. It is the right time, though, to communicate. Yes, to sacrifice. Yes, to release and let the divine take care of business. But that's only if you feel that calling, if you feel that's what you need to do. For example, if you've done what you can, it's just time to let go. Okay? If you have been holding on and sacrificing and waiting, and your ruler is retrograde. So in Pisces, okay? So you need to wait. Look at the halo around his head. You need to wait. The divine will give you the answer once it is the right time, because as I said, Saturnian energy we get, and that's the Lord of Karma, Saturn is. So, okay, so if I add those two cards together, they equal a 16, which is the number of the Tower. Now, the Tower is, for me, it's Uranian. And Uranus, of course, is the ruler of Aquarius. Aquarius is where Venus is. So there is a lot of, yes, for some people there is socializing, but in a detached way. It's not like there is bonding. Aquarius is on a different level, on a different plane. They are way ahead of everyone else, because Aquarius is the internet, and this could speak of communication through social media. And for some of you, yeah, you could be just waiting on an answer, waiting on another person. As I said, Venus in Aquarius can be socializing but being detached, so it's not very lovey-dovey energy, if you get my drift. Now, in a few days, in about 4 days, we're going to have Venus sextiling Jupiter in Sagittarius, which is amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that. In about 3.5 weeks, Jupiter will be retrograding. I think that that's when the gifts will start coming in. So can you wait 3.5 weeks? That's the question. But they will start, of course, as soon as your ruler starts to move direct, end of the month, March, end of the month of March, and maybe mid-April. Okay, so things will start rolling, but I don't believe that the blessings will come in until roughly, I'm just checking the chart. So, not for another 3.5 weeks. So Mercury moves direct in about a week and a half, right? But it will be in shadow for a couple of weeks. So after its shadow time, so that'll be, roughly at the same time, roughly. As soon as Mercury clears from its shadow, Jupiter is going to go retrograde. And I feel as though it's on the same day exactly. So is it on the 11th? Let me just check. Okay, so Jupiter turns retrograde on the 11th of April exactly, and on the 15th of April, that's when Mercury comes out of its shadow. So they're the exact dates, depending on where you are in the world. Let's Let's do your cards. Let's do your divine spread, dear Gemini. Okay, so I do feel that the Emperor here does speak of Christmas at some time, at some point for some of you. Something important shows, you know, this card here shows Christmas. I don't know why. Because, well, obviously because of the outfit, he's dressed as Santa, but if that does not speak of Christmas, then it speaks of gifts coming in. So let's take your divine spread. In the root of the issue, we've got the Two of Rods, which is the Two of Wands. What you don't know, dear Gemini, is the Star, and I have spoken about Aquarian energy. This is what's hidden from you. In the recent past, we have the Nine of Swords, and it's understandable, obvious. It's right on point for a lot of people. In the now position, at the present, you have the High Priestess. So you see, you're not supposed to know what's happening right now. You know, the divine is not letting you in. Let's see, what is your goal, what you're striving for, what's on your mind. And you have the Chariot. Major Arcana. You've already got 3 Major Arcana here. Let's see what the action and advice is. We've got the Page of Cups. This is beautiful. And again, this is Piscean energy for most of you. For others, it could be any water sign. Nevertheless, it's, you know, it's an offer of love coming through out of the blue unexpectedly. What is the outcome? We've got the Fool. That is amazing. This is Aries. Aries, which the sun will be moving into in about 4 or 5 days. Okay? Actually in 4 days. So let's see what the divine position is, which is very interesting. What is happening planetarily for you, Gemini? Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini, okay. And we have the Magician, which is your card, your energy. Not only for you, this is also the ruler, Mercury, of Virgo as well. So, the Magician, wow. You've got 0 and you've got 1. Beautiful, beautiful. So, at the root of the issue of your spread is the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands, look at that world ball in his hand. Obviously, he's looking at a distance, he, she. They're looking at the distance. Look at the background. I love it. Look at the sun. The sun is rising. And something new is beginning. It's as though this person is thinking of travel, looking to the future. Yes, they're looking to the future. And usually I see the Two of Wands as a doorway that someone is moving through. But in this card here, as you could see, one wand is left behind and the other one is being held. So this is leaving something behind and going for something that you maybe have thought of, maybe something that you have created, maybe something that you've got the vision of to do. And that's, you know, very Aquarian, having the vision. As well as that, it's not only Aquarian, it's Sagittarian as well. Sagittarius likes to see the bigger picture. Look at the world ball, the world at large. That's Sagittarian energy. This is Wands. And Sagittarius, again, could speak of foreigners. Others of you could be hoping to travel, just travel, go on a holiday. We've got a lot of cards of movement. We've got the Star. We've got the Chariot. And we've got the Fool, which is, you know, going on an adventure. So it's like a push and shove sort of, are we going? We're not. It's like, I can practically smell the burning rubber, you know, being in a car, in an automobile, and pressing on the accelerator with the handbrake on. So we want to go, 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 but there is no going. We can't go with a handbrake on. And therefore, I feel that there is frustration and aggression, but there are still signs of, look at that. You know, there is a new beginning, but I believe it's all about timing. I really do. I do believe that it's all about timing, and I feel that for a lot of you, there's going to be new beginnings. I think on a collective scale, there's going to be new beginnings, and this is the time of ending a cycle, finishing off with something. Doesn't mean that a relationship is going to end for everyone. It doesn't mean that a job is going to, you know, you're closing the door on a certain job, a certain career. You could be just changing slightly. I feel, you know, I can practically see a compass, and you're holding the compass and you're looking, you know, you're trying to find where north is. And so you're looking for your path forward. But, you know, the compass can be very tricky. So I feel that the energies that are being served to us by the divine, that's what's going to magnetize, and that's what's going to give you the north, whether it's going that way, or you know what I mean. So I feel that that's where Gemini is at this time, especially with this card. It's like it could be that you are just changing your direction or changing the way that you are doing something slightly. Now, for others of you, it can be drastic change, major change, because, you know, the Fool is the beginning of a brand new cycle. Okay? So, all right. Now, what you don't know is that the star is shining bright for you. There is still hope. Don't give up. Whatever you are hoping for, this is the card of hope. This is the card of, you know, trying to grasp at straws and not being able to, you know, just like trying to grab those stars out of the sky. They seem as though they're at reach, that we can actually grab for them, but they're at a very far distance. And I think that the distance is not so much the actual distance, but the emotional distance. Because these days, as we know with the internet, we can communicate, we can socialize. This is the internet, so it's very quick. Things happen very quickly. I'm sure you've all noticed that we're living in the fast lane these days, especially how busy everyone is. And that's just the way things are right now. So it's all, I think that the timing has got a lot to do with our perception. Okay? So, don't give up. This is Aquarius. Yes, you may be dealing with an Aquarian, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We've also got Pisces. We've got Sagittarius. We've got Aries. We've got Gemini, of course, and Virgo. We've got Taurus as well, Cancer. And, you know, the High Priestess is Virgo, Piscean axis. So, yeah, out of the air signs, I would say Aquarius is more than likely. So, Sun, Moon, or Rising, watch your Mars if you're male, watch your Venus if you're female, and if you know your North Node, North and South Node, do watch that, because that's all about what your fate is in your lifetime, in this lifetime. Okay, so watch your North and South Nodes. All right, so in the recent past, Nine of Swords, you know, being in a headspin, not knowing if you're coming or you're going, because you are a sign that uses logic. That's in your DNA. And at this time, there is no logic. At this time, it's only confusion. And this is like, you know, rubbing you up the wrong way. And it's not only you, it's just that because your ruler is retrograde in the sign of Pisces, Pisces is like dreamy and dizzy and drunk and high sort of energy, okay? So some of you, because of all this worry, all this stress, you may even be using something, I don't know, maybe, you know, needing help to sleep, because this is the sleepless nights. This is having too much on your mind, not being able to relax. So stress can bring on a lot of anxiety, so please be careful with your health, okay? Please be careful with your health, because, you know, the sign opposite to Pisces is always affected, obviously. And the sign opposite to Pisces is Virgo, the house of health. And I have heard of a lot of people having health issues at this time. So take care. In the now position, so the divine does not want us to know. It's saying, no, I will not let you know. You need to feel the energies. You need to align with the divine. You need to take time out and meditate. And you've got the answers within you. You already know the answers. So why not trust that? Some of you may be keeping secrets, maybe have the knowledge that you do not want to give out to the world. And you know the High Priestess is a number 2. So she is all about balance. So we've got 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so, and we've got number 4 here, but what we need now is the Empress, right? And I will be taking some more, because the Empress is number 3. Okay, so here, what did you want to do? Would you like to move? Would you like to travel the world? Would you like to overcome any obstacles that you are dealing with at this time? You are sitting in the driver's seat. It's all in your hands. And this is in the position of the midheaven. So what you are wanting to accomplish, whether this is in your career or your status, or, you know, you want to overcome whatever authority you are dealing with at this time, because the Emperor is authority. It's the authority, of course. It's the father. This could be a grandfather. This could be a boss. This could be just an energy, a Saturnian energy, because you may be, in your own personal chart, you could be having a Saturnian transit, which means a lot. It means a lot, because for those of you that are having your Saturn return, let's say if you are roughly around the age of 28, 29, 30, you could be going through your first Saturn return. For others of you, add another 28 years on top of that. That's one cycle of Saturn. So, yes, it can be quite challenging. Even, you know, if Saturn is at the quarter position, not having done the whole circle. That's why, you know, 7 years, the first 7 years, we always talk about 7 years. The first 7 years they divorced. Okay? The first 7 years is the quarter of the whole. 4 quarters equal, you know, 4 sevens equal 28. That's the whole circle. So, a bit of maths. I hope you are still with me. For those of you that want to know about that, and this is all new to you, please write to me. I will let you know about that. So I'm saying that this is exactly, as we look at the horoscope, this is where Saturn is practically in the sky right now. So you want to overcome whatever these lessons are. This is also where Pluto is, and then the South Node. And the South Node is letting go of past familiar circumstances, situations, people. Okay, so we're supposed to be moving into our foundation. Okay, that's what's important. This is where the North Node would be, the 4th house. Now here we have the Page of Cups. And this is amazing. Why? Because this is something that you are not expecting. This is something that is very innocent. Look at the picture. It's amazing. So this is a very youthful energy, and pages always bring in change. So some sort of an offer or an apology is coming in that will make you very, very emotional. And it could even be coming from someone who is very emotional. So this is the action and advice. For those of you that, you know, are waiting for this, maybe it's time not to wait and just take that action. You be the one to instigate this, because this is the action and advice. Why not? If you're, you know, sometimes just waiting is just too much. If you can move your hands, wave your hands, you know, let's pretend someone's drowning in the sea. They're drowning and they're asking God for help. Well, you're supposed to wave and ask for help, aren't you? If you don't ask for the help, God will not hear you. So make that offer and then just let it go. You never know what happens. Look what happens. There's a new beginning. Take that risk. Be the instigator of change. This is Aries. That's where the sun is moving into. And take that risk. Go on that adventure. You know, take the risk. That's what Leo is. Leo is the heart, and Leo takes risks. Okay, so tell the world what you want. Tell the other person what you want. Whatever relationship this is about, whether it's family, business, friendship, doesn't matter. Romance. And just see what happens, because let's not forget that Pisces is unconditional love. Neptune, which your ruler will be going over very soon. It's, you know, moving closer and closer. So in about a week, Mercury will be passing over Neptune. Now that can be chaos within communication, but it can also be, you know, unconditional love and working on a love that is unconditional. And very spiritual, okay, and very hidden. So little Mercury wants to give us the details. It feels very lost in Pisces, very lost. So it will move backwards over Neptune, then will come back over Neptune again. So that's going to be really interesting, won't it? It's time to work on whatever you're working on right now. Whatever is happening around you, that's what you're working on. Whatever is taking getting your attention, whatever you are stressing over, that's what you're working on right now. So let's see, let's take some more cards. Okay, so let's look at the foundation. And we've got the Three of Cups. Let's look at the hidden position. So with the Star, we have the King of Rods. So this looks like someone who's really upset. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or someone who is just showing up as really, really passionate, because, you know, usually the King of Rods is someone who is the instigator of change. They're spontaneous. They will take action. Here it doesn't look like he's very action orientated. And we do have Leo, as you could see the line in the background. So for some of you, this is strong Leo energy. And again, Leo is the heart. Do not forget that. So we've got Leo and Aquarius. For some of you, remember when the eclipses 3 years ago, 3 years ago, actually the last eclipse in Leo was, it was on the cusp, Leo and Cancer was in January, and we're still in that energy. So that was the finishing up of this cycle. Usually the nodes take 1.5 years to change the axis. So it's been about 2 to 3.5 years back what's been going on for you. That's what I see here. Let's see now what with the Nine of Swords in the recent past. And I just wanted to point out that this king is looking towards the past. Okay, so let's take the Nine of Swords, and we've got the Hermit, which is Virgo, and Virgo's already been mentioned here again. Now this is the Hermit. Someone is taking time out. Someone is having sleepless nights, maybe even doing their homework, looking at the details, as well as that, spying on the internet, checking messages, checking Instagram, checking whatever, the details. This is Virgo, and Virgo is the best detective. If you want a detective, grab a Virgo. And you know, Gemini and Virgo are like brother sister, I would say, because even Virgo is very intellectual as an earth sign. So that's why the Hermit is Virgo. So now the Hermit can also be a teacher, a guru. It can be someone who's very, very spiritual. Some of you are really getting in touch with the divine. We've got the Hermit, we've got the High Priestess. Let's see the High Priestess. And we've got the Nine of Rods, being at your wits' ends. You've got 2 nines, 3 with a Hermit, 3 nines. So you're almost at the end. And the Nine of Rods is protection. I don't know why, but I feel as though you are being protected. You are being protected with maybe without the knowledge that you don't know, that hasn't come to you for whatever reason, that in a way is protecting you. And the thing is that we're having a full moon at 0 degrees of Libra, so in a few days, and maybe that's when you will know. Let's look at the Chariot. Don't forget the Chariot is a 7. It's the divine. So where are you heading to? Where are you moving to? Oh, wow. Libra, I just said the full moon in Libra. Here is justice. Now, there is a lot of karma here. There is a lot of karma. Wherever you're moving to, metaphorically, literally, psychologically, you will come into balance. Your home, because the Chariot is Cancer, and Cancer is the mother. Cancer is also your emotions. It's your psyche. It's your, it's let's say it's the inside of you. When I say the inside of you, it's what is deeply rooted within you. Cancer is it's the baby, it's the child. It's the child that needs to be loved and nurtured by its mother. So there is a brave front, as I said before, but inside there's an inner child which needs help, which is calling for help. And here comes justice, which is a number 11. And as you can see, the scale is balanced, thank goodness. Others of you are moving into a legal situation. So you are moving forward in a legal battle for whatever the case. Now that could be, of course, divorce for some of you. Some of you could be moving, and this could even be, the Hermit could even be a solicitor, someone who is looking into the details for you. Others of you, this could even be health. So let's look at the Page of Cups. Oh, wow. 2 of Cups. This is beautiful. So the action and advice is that there is an agreement, a contract. There is great love. As I see here, look at the lion up here. You can see that. That reminds me of Leo, and Leo is true love, isn't it? Now, we've got 3 cups here, you guys. 3 cups. And the 3 cups are right here in your foundation. So for some of you, this is someone that you've either been living with, or you've been in just a long-term committed partnership. But some of you could actually be at a distance for whatever reason, because there's travel cards here. Sometimes we need to work at a distance. Some people work with the world, through the world, through international companies. So, communication through social media is a must. It's a necessity. So I'm saying that a lot of you could have been through issues in a long-term partnership relationship, or even in a marriage, and I feel that with the Page of Cups, and I said Ace of Cups, it is the Ace, there could be some sort of an apology. Okay, so let's see what the Fool has got to say now. We've got, the Two of Cups is to people that feel great love. So what the action and advice is telling you, don't panic. Whatever you're going through is meant to change. It's like just, the same situation, changing scenery. Being with the same person, but changing the scenery. Or changing your clothes, putting a different outfit on today. You wear the same outfit every day. Well, it's time to change it. Okay, so the Fool. And we've got the Five of Cups, so yeah. Leaving behind what did not work, but those two cups, they're still there. You need to, obviously, you need a little bit of time. Those Three of Cups, again, there they are. Now, for some of you, this could be a card of gossip. There could be gossip, or, the Three of Cups could even be three siblings that are going through, trials and change. This could even be a family situation, We've got the father, we don't have the mother. So, the King of Wands, I believe, is the same energy as the Emperor here. So if the Emperor is just an energy, it talks about stability coming after sacrifice, after a period of waiting and holding on. But there is no happiness here, even though we've got the Star card here. As you can see, though, look at the Star. It's right behind him, which means that, for some of you, this could even be Aries energy. Why do I say that? Because the sign that's behind Aries is Pisces. That's where everything is happening right now. So what's behind our head, behind our back, would be what's happening in Pisces. So what I believe is that this king does not know that a wish is being fulfilled and that there will be healing, and there's still hope here. Not all hope is lost. And I need to look at the Magician right now. So for those of you that are single, I've already mentioned all the signs. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Please watch your Moon and Rising signs as well for more information. Let's look at this Magician. Oh, wow. The Ten of Swords, which is another 10. And when I say it's another 10, what do I mean by that? I mean that it's another card of completion. Now, if you think about it, we've got 10 and 1 is 11, which is justice. Okay, so I do believe that this is the end of the suffering. If you think about the Magician, it's another, oh wow, I can't even talk. It's a number 1. Okay, and I'm going to take some Sibillas. I want to look at this Ten of Swords, which does break down to the Ace. Okay, so some of you are, as I said, some of you are completely changing your lives, and for others of you, you're just changing the way you do things. I'm going to take a couple of cards on the Hangman as well as the Emperor. Some of you could have been, deceived, stabbed in the back by an Aquarian, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you could even be, we've got Libra here as well. So as I said, Libra is the partnership house. For some of you, the partnership is changing. If this is business, you've got something else. You've got magic. You're taking a rabbit out of a hat. You're performing magic. Now, this is what the universe gives you, and it's giving you all the tools. So, as you can see, look at the dark. Look at the lights, okay? It's black or white. Some of you are living this, are going through this right now. Others of you are going through that. One moment. Sorry about that interruption. A lot of noise, a lot of background noise. So I said I would take one card for the Hangman and one for the Emperor. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So more work needs to be done. More work. Maybe some of you are just sacrificing your happiness for work. That could be the case. Some of you are staying put because you need to work more and save more. Obviously, through work, we get the funds. Let's look at the Emperor. Oh, wow. I don't believe this. Pisces again. Pisces again. So too much sacrifice, too much sacrifice, too much holding on. It's all about time, you guys. It's all about time. You need to release. You need to let go, and stability will come in when you least expect it. Let me take one more. And we've got the Seven of Cups again, Pisces. This is incredible. Now, this is another seven. Sevens always say that, yes, we have the blessings from the divine, but this is also having a veil in front of your face. You really can't see anything at this time. I'm going to take some Sibillas. So the Hanged Man, we have that twice. Unbelievable. Incredible. So you know that Pisces can be also trying to escape. Some of you are in so much pain that you're sacrificing so much from yourself, I feel. And Pisces can be sometimes, dear Gemini, Pisces can also be giving too much and not receiving, and then you feel like the martyr, you feel like the doormat. Because your ruler is in Pisces, it's obvious that whatever happens there with your ruler, it's affecting you. So Pisces is very strong here, dear Gemini. It's double. There's double Pisces. So the person that you're dealing with, or in your chart, you've got strong Pisces. So could be Jupiter there, who knows? Or you're dealing with Pisces and we've got it double, so it's double the weight. Hold your horses. Let's take three Sibillas in the middle position. So Karma Dharma, we've got Allegrezza al Cuore, which is like the Five of Cups. Now here it's like a love triangle sometimes. We've got two men and a woman, could be the other way around. But for others of you, this is happiness, merriment, okay, dancing around. And usually with a Five of Cups, someone is focusing on the three cups that are spilt, not on the two that are still there. So, as I say, don't look at the cup as half empty, but rather half full. Let's see what else. Again, three people, delirious, being delirious. And this is like the Nine of Pentacles. So this is support, I would say, either from friends or family. This could even be financial support. Or, some of you just need the support of friends and family. This is usually a neutral card. So let's see what card number 3 has. And there is the Empress. I did say that we are missing the Empress. This is Donna Maritata, and she is the mother with the children. She is a card of manifestation, just like the Empress. She's right on top of the Emperor. This could also be the other man's woman, the other man's wife. So the partner of someone else. That's what I want to say. And there are children involved here. So I do believe that for some of you, either in the near future or, you are dealing with some karmic triangle, love triangle. We've got the Emperor and we've got the King of Rods here. So therefore, because we've got 3 children, 3 people, 3 men, and Donna Maritata is the wife with the 2 children. Again, there's 3s. But as an energy, the Donna Maritata would be a loving, nurturing energy. This is also receiving the harvest, but again, she's a number 12. Again, the number of the hangman and Pisces. So for some of you, maybe because of the delirante, maybe this emperor has found out about another person who's been hidden in your hopes. For some of you, that could be the story that's playing out. I'm going to take one more Sibilla beneath the delirante, which is someone who's delirious, either from too much happiness or too much of a shock, or they're just delirious with love because the Donna Maritata is just beaming with, she's just oozing with love and sexuality. She's gorgeous. And here we've got the Namika. Oh my God, number 12 again. So the masks are coming off. You will know who is your enemy. For some of you, this could be a female enemy. It can be someone else who's in the picture. Someone who is a bit older than the Donna Maritata. This could be a mother. This could be a grandmother. This could be just an energy of the truth coming to light. And that's why you are delirious. Let me take one more card. And it's called Disgrazia, that's what the Tower card is usually called. But this is Namika, the female enemy. Okay, so again, it could be timing because she's a 12. And we've got an 11 this time. The news is coming through, coming from afar. These could be legal documents and they could be just news in general, whichever way they come through. And what do we finish up with? The 4 of Cups. So the offer is coming through. This is little Cupid, the little baby, the love child of Venus and Mars. Okay, so God, Eros. This is little God, Eros, which was the love child of, Mars and Venus. And Venus actually was having an affair with Mars. That's why this is the love child, because she was a married woman. Okay, so we have the energy of the Empress here. Now the Empress would be, of course, Taurus, Libra. For some of you it's Aries, yes, but she promises abundance. So I was just counting the cards. They equal an 8. Now 8, of course, it's the number of strength. It's also the house of Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, of course, we know what that's all about. Intimacy, transformation. I want to look at this 10 of Swords. We've got the Vedovo, which is the widower. This is like the 3 of Swords. So crying from the past, being stuck in the past, not being able to move on. And then we've got number 13, which is like the number of death, and Scorpio. The merchant, which is a business owner, someone who imports, export, a businessman, thinking very much so about the future and the contracts, being very careful. And here we've got Ladro, which is the thief. This is the 10 of Pentacles, so something's missing. Something has gone missing. This is a negative energy. This could be a person. This could be having lost something. This could be negative energy around this situation. And yeah, maybe some of you feel as though someone has stolen something from you, whether it's literal or metaphorical. Let's take one more card. But then we've got the L'Amante, which again, number 11. The Knight of Cups this is. So again, we stop at number 11. So dear Gemini, it's not easy. I can see that. It's not easy at all. There's a lot of tumultuous energy. But as I said, the outcome is a brand new day. Once Aries, we move into Aries time, okay, with a new astrological year. A lot of you will be starting something new. We've got the Two of Cups here. We've got plenty of cups here. We've got offers coming through. I want to take just 3 on the Star and the King of Rods, and I will call it a day. I think it's already too long, your reading. You did have to wait a bit more than others, so let's see. So we've got Emmanuel, which is a spiritual bond, the Ace of Wands. This is an offer coming through. Maybe this is what the King of Wands is hoping for, a spiritual bond. Yes, hope, maybe even fears. And we've got Leggerezza. There you go. This is like the energy of Scorpio, death and transformation, because this butterfly will transform. There will be change. Wow. Okay, so 8 of Cups is always about change. It's spiritual growth. This is a physical and spiritual change. This is also a card of intimacy and lightness of being. And it's the 10 of Wands, which says that you get to the end of the burden. There's that other 10 that I said. You've got a couple of 10s, dear Gemini. So, yes, the transformation will come through. The contract will come through. Okay, there is promise of that. Do not live in fear and believe that the divine is stronger than we are, and it will give you what you've worked hard for. Okay, what you've hoped for. Hope is the last thing that dies, you know that? The last thing that dies, that's a Greek proverb. Η ελπίδα τελειώνει τελευταία. That's how it's said in Greek, and I do hope that all of you do not lose hope at this difficult time. There are a lot of blessings here in your reading, and I'm sending you my blessings, my love, and thank you so much for all that you do. Oh wow, dear Gemini, guess what? I forgot to take your angel answer. Can you please ask the question that you want answered, and I will take that straight away now. So yeah, talk about confusion, eh? Please ask your question, see if I can answer it, and I will read from the book for you. So for Gemini, spirit guides and angels, may I have an answer so I can enlighten the burning questions, which I know can be, you know, the question that you want to ask is just going around in your head. You want the answer. You want the answer to that special question. So let's see if I can't answer it. Are you ready? You're ready. And we have trust. Wow, that is beautiful. So that can answer a lot of questions, but let's just quickly read from the book. This is a time for trust. Sometimes there is no yes or no to a question. There are situations where we are better served by not knowing what is to come so that the miracle can unfold before our very eyes. Remember with that Empress I said that the divine does not want you to know straight away? Like children opening a gift, party of the magic of our life. I said party, that's funny. Okay, part of the magic of our lives is found in the joy of surprise. Trust that your angels have something amazing in store for you, even if they can't quite tell you yet what it is. That's amazing. All right, dear Gemini. Thanks again. Don't forget to press that like, will ya? Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.